crawler, nice ball crawler, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? And Lasers dancing all over the shop. And guess what?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The thing is, Serral doesn't. Well, that game wasn't really a surprise. Like he just did everything perfect. Like he's getting all in. Not only does he kill the third or / cancel the third with his lings, he comes back and defends absolutely amply. Like everything was super damn good for him. Okay, did Elaser... So Elaser actually skipped out on some drones here to get the gas way sooner and the pool a little bit sooner. So we could see something a bit cheeky from Elaser and yet again.
Yeah, this time it looks like he probably will opt for speed if I were to guess. I feel like skipping that stage against Serral is something you can maybe do once, maybe twice in a best of 5, but generally trying to skip the Ling Bane stage of the game. Every game is kind of risky. You are kind of vulnerable to big all-ins in the early game if you don't have that Baneling nest. And Serral, the kind of person who will look at this and will study the last game. Now, the pool is going to finish up. We see currently about 90 gas in the bank here for a Laser. He starts off a couple of Lings and his Queen. And will he start speed? Yes.
He certainly will. He certainly will. He was kind of waiting to pop out the 2 queens and the lings before he used the 100 minerals on the gas. Because I know as lot can be like looking at the gas and it's like he's hit it, he's hit it, he's hit it. But getting out those queens to get the lava injects pumping is a really big deal. This build, this reminds me of that we've seen so many ling all-ins from players in the past. That pretty much every player has done it at one point in time, but I do know that this is a build that's kind of hard to scout because you save up the lings in your main base or behind your natural, just out of range, and you kind of showcase everything to be normal. And unless you are like super damn good, it's very hard to spot. Whoa, he makes an Evo. Is he making a wall? So maybe he's trying to show. I think he's trying to showcase that he's doing something that he's absolutely not.
Yes. That's the vibe I get. I look at this and I think maybe he's going to, you know, a hint that he's going to go for +1. But this is a lot of lings already out, and speed is close to finishing. 12 more on the way. So we're going to be seeing a total of 30+ lings storming across the map. Now, Serral does see this. Speed will finish quickly. Serral, does he have a Baneling left? No, he actually hasn't made it. He skipped it and went for double Evo chambers instead. We are going to see the wall go up completely here from Serral, and that is nice. Serral also cancelled his 3rd base. But the lings are already here. They're getting a good read of this, and this wall can definitely be broken down. If Serral makes a mistake re-walling or something like that, these lings can get in, and we see the first wave coming in right now from the Laser.
By the way, I love how Serral constructed this wall. The last Evo that he made was the one at the furthest back kind of thing, the one that is the most safe, but also like the most... Oh my gosh, he misplaced the Queen! And that is a Laser inside the wall, getting in those mushy innards, and yeah, oh my god, a real face palm from Serral. And Laser ties up the series. Look at that. Look at that difference in those webcams. Oh my gosh. So I think these kind of players, Serral and the Laser especially as well, they've done the practice, they've done the hard work, they've done all the preparation. Now it's time to show what they've practiced as opposed to just kind of winging it based on being a map ahead. You know what I mean?
And I mean, that's an awesome thing with this format. I know there's been a couple of people who maybe disagree here, but the format allowing these players to have that prep time. The best games we've seen in history have come off the back of really nice prep time where the players study each other meticulously, do their research. And I know from events that Serral, it definitely is a kind, he goes back and he watches games, he studies, he may make it look all natural, and sometimes in his interview he's like, I'll try. But no, Serral is a proper hardcore practicer and studier of the game, and I mean, it shows in these matches. He just seems to know what his opponent's going to do, and as long as he makes no mistakes, because the only map he's lost was down to a mistake. There's no, you know, he shouldn't have lost that. He had it walled off. The Queen should have been in the correct place, and he would have been fine. But it happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us, me daily. And yeah, Serral, if he can just keep his plan together, it's very hard to beat.
So, just talking about this, so as a commentator, we don't always get things right. Shocking. No. But a Laser was kind of selling something here that I don't know whether he's exactly going to go through with it, but he's showcasing what he did in Everdream with the Evo chamber at the front. And he's making a lot of lings as well, except he's also droning a little bit and making a Roach Warren. So it is a different build for sure, but he's kind of trying to sell a story to Serral here that it's the same thing again. It's the same thing that you lost to. So I'm really looking forward to see how they both kind of dance around this and actually happens with it.
Now that roach boring 3/4 of the way done, Serral has also made a lot of lings here. I wonder if he bought into the story of that big ling, the lings kept in the main and then the flood coming across the map, and he was concerned about that. He has made a few banelings, and as I said, 22 lings at the 4-minute mark is, unless you're expecting something maybe a little unusual. Serral, of course, diligent with his scouting and his information. He's still making a lot of lings here, as is a laser, to be fair, who has only coupled in 1 roach for now. There we go, a few more coming in.
Oh, beautiful queen positioning. And these lings, you know, they could only kind of scratch at that queen, but there was massive indirect damage done. While all this has gone off, the laser's been on 36 drones against 28 of Serral. Like, Serral super thought this was an all-in. And now Serral is going to have to, like, he's going to have to counterattack and deal a lot of damage because he invested so much on battle units and not on drones.
Yeah, now the third of a laser is finished. It's not as vulnerable as it could be. The roach count is still a little bit low, though, and banelings and lings in this number can take out the roaches. We see the banelings come crashing in, trying to get on top of the lings. Very good job by a laser in terms of micro so far, but he really doesn't have much left here. He needs more lings and roaches to get across the field right now. Serral is going to move 2 banelings. They're going to run up. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Towards that mineral line. It is completely bare. Demuslim. We're going to see some barbecue drones. Just kidding. No, we're not.
We're going to see some green drones very soon, and they're going to be splattered all over the shop. Oh, nice. Nice spore crawler. Nice spore crawler. But is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? And lasers dancing all over the shop. And guess what?
Oh my God. Oh, more.